Garcia to hand it off right up the gut. There's a nice gainer to the 41. Pick up a 5. And hitting the hole extremely hard. I think the PA announcer, like myself, still looking for the ball carrier, but it was Tanner Morrow for a gain of 5, second down and 5. Talk about getting the football, just running straight ahead as fast as you can.
And he is. He's quick. I think he runs just a high 40-yard dash.
Second down and 5 for the 41. Keep in mind that for the first time this year, and we'll talk about this in just a second, Hansen in motion to the left. And there's the handoff on the right side and a short gain of 1 down to the 40-yard line before the tackle is made on Connor Weiser. Isaac Rodriguez had some contact, and so did Bryce Mesney. Third down and 4. We'll have video this year of some of the highlights. KSIR.com/sports. KSIR.com/sports. Click on Brush Videos. We'll have some highlights. There were some highlights for the Bee Diggers of tonight's game. Unfortunately for them, too many of Fort Morgan as well. Third and 4 from the 40. Garcia runs left. That's a first down to the 35. Down the sideline, and he runs out of bounds to the 30. Maybe got the 29, and that's Eric Garcia utilizing some lightning speed and picking up 10 yards.
Well, that's the play I look for Eric to have a lot of success with this year. And you could tell there at the end where he wasn't going to set himself up to take that big shot. He got as many yards as he could out of it and then alertly stepped out of bounds, which not only saved his body, but it also stopped the clock.
So first and 10 for the Bee Diggers at the 30-yard line of Fort Morgan. They're trailing 42-14. But they're looking to score here. Garcia throws it out the right flat. That pass is caught by Rosenbrock, and he's tripped up at around the 29. Isaac Rodriguez made the tackle. And Rosenbrock is not getting up. Maybe he got to the 28. Yeah, he took that one hard around the ankle.
He kind of got piled on there at the end a little bit, where it wasn't a late hit by the Fort Morgan defender, but it was one of those things where they kind of ran into each other, and then the kids fell right on top of him, and I think he had the ball there underneath his belly.
Yeah, it was a low hit. Boy, let's hope that's not a low hit. I mean, he did run off the field under his own power. But it's second down and 8 at the 28-yard line. Garcia up to the line of scrimmage on second down and 8. Handoff to Weiser. He is piled up at the line of scrimmage, and he's taken down maybe a yard, but there were so many Mustangs in there that he was being driven back. Jake Schneider, Isaac Rodriguez amongst the Mustangs and on the play. It'll be third down just inside the 28, so no gain for Weiser.
This Fort Morgan defense is just really teeing off on him, and I'll tell you what, if you're going to talk about a battle of who's hitting the hardest, Fort Morgan's winning it right now, and I'm afraid some of the Brush kids are taking some pretty hard hits, and hopefully they're not the kind of hits that affect us in the upcoming week.
Well, let's hope not. I mean, you don't want this loss to have lingering effects with 7:17 to go in the fourth, and Fort Morgan leading by a score of 42-14. Third down and 8 for the Bee Diggers at the Mustang 28-yard line. Garcia back to throw, rolling right, looking, throwing towards the end zone. That pass is incomplete. Kyle Lynch, check that, Derek Lynch, had a step on the defender at the 2-yard line, but Ian Moreno defended it perfectly, and it was overthrown, and that's something that Eric Garcia, I'm sure, will be working on in practice throughout the course of the week, is getting that timing down with his receivers, because he's overthrown receivers on multiple occasions, and he's not overthrown them badly, Dave, by just a little bit.
You know, and that's one of the things. You know, it's his first game of the sophomore year, and he's thrown some nice footballs, but, you know, just overthrown a little bit. And I know Eric well enough, he'll be working on that.
Fourth down and 8 from the Mustang 28-yard line. Receiver split out to the left. Garcia back to throw, looking, throwing left. Wide open, and the pass is dropped by Hansen. He was wide open at the 15-yard line, and it is incomplete, and that would have been a big play for the Bee Diggers. Certainly it would have been a first down.
Yeah, he was wide open. It went right through his hands and might even came down on his helmet a little bit. And, you know, when things are bad, sometimes they get worse.
Oh, that's a prime example right there. Well, the Bee Diggers did have a successful drive. I mean, they started at the 20, and they went all the way to the Fort Morgan 27-yard line, but it ends right there. And now the Mustangs might just want to run this thing out with 6:56 to go, leading 42-14.
The Mustangs have their second offense in the game now, and they have some different numbers out there on the field, so you can bet they're thinking the same thing. This game's over, and let's not get anybody hurt.
Yeah, Tanner Schaefer's their quarterback, and they've got Devin DeRoche still in that backfield. And the up man there is Zach Green. But the Mustangs call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 6:56 to go in the game. Fort Morgan 42, Brush 14 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.